Hi, so I'm putting together this video to show our experience being sellers on Amazon. I invented a product, I created a brand around it. It's the curling headband by RobeCurls. This is how it arrives. It looks like this. But right now, if you look at our Amazon storefront, unfortunately, there are a lot of counterfeit sellers directly on it. And what happens is when you order a product, it'll come like this instead, and it's just complete garbage, just trash. The results of this has been really hard on our business. Our sales are substantially down. It's been hard on our customers who think that they're getting our product, but instead they get this and it's trash. It's been hard on our environment. I mean, this just literally ends up in the trash. Not to mention the waste that's produced from the countless returns that we see are happening. But why is this happening on our account? I mean, it's our brand. We have intellectual property, we have trademarks, copyrights, we have patents. How can this be happening? So I just wanted to show you what happens in this situation. So it's really super easy if you're a seller to just sell one on Amazon. And if you go to Alibaba right now, you will find that there are so many cheap counterfeits of our product there. So they just get a counterfeit product and they say, yes, I have one to sell on Amazon. Click that, and then they list it. That means that any customer that comes to our site might end up with that one if they're not careful about who they're ordering it from. Now, Amazon does this thing where whoever's offering the lowest price automatically wins the buy box. It doesn't matter that we created the listing, that this is our intellectual property, that this is our product. It doesn't matter. We are not offering the lowest price. Why is that? It's because this is a high quality product that really works and that we stand by. This is a 50-cent product being shipped directly from China, which is also why you're seeing this delivery date as right now, this is a month and a half away. So 6 weeks from us at minimums, 6 weeks to 2 months away is when we can get this listing, get this order that we placed. And so it's a very long time because you're getting it from China. Now, they can list here, how do we get them taken down? So what our process is that Amazon allows us to do is that we can file a report on our brand registry account, which is a account profile that's allowing us to protect our intellectual property that we own, like in this situation. The only problem is that as part of that process, they want us to order from each of these counterfeit sellers. There are a lot of them, including the wonderful brand Kamanja Bajamao, and others like Hui Hui Wang. We have to order their products, one of each of them, wait for the product to arrive. So we have to wait over a month for the product to actually arrive here. During that time, that seller is selling on our listing, winning our buy box, confusing everyone involved, taking our sales, hurting our customer, damaging our brand reputation. And so we wait that month for the product to arrive. Once it arrives, we can then file a complaint on brand registry. So 4 to 6 weeks later, we can file this complaint, and then Amazon will take them down. The only thing is that then that same seller can just create a new account, type in whatever they want as their name, get a trademark on it like this guy does, and relist the product. So they get no penalties for having done this. They just get their accounts revoked. These are all just fraudulent accounts. They have 1 star. I mean, this is just an account to sell cheap products and take advantage of listings that are actually doing well because the products are good and the customers support the products. So this is something we're working through. We recently enrolled in Amazon Brand Transparency. It's a program where Amazon requires hold on one second. Sorry, I had a call. But it's a program where Amazon makes us add a sticker to all of our products. It gets cataloged, so any product that we send in has this sticker now on the outside of the box, and it'll say that this is certified the real deal brand. It is supposed to protect counterfeits and supposed to protect us from allowing these other fake sellers to jump on our listing like they're currently doing by just saying that they have one to sell on Amazon. They're not allowed to do that anymore. I'm really excited about brand transparency. It is an added cost that our business now has to endure. It's an added timeline that is not great. We've been trying to get in transparency since September, but I think this might be a good enough solution to hopefully help our account and all of this headache and frustration and damage that Amazon's current policies are not able to address. With all of that said, I want to make a note that this here is a certified Amazon brand transparent product. They have the sticker on it, they had a listing for it. It is a counterfeit of our product 100%. Here's the product itself, the cheap knockoff. It has our images that are copyrighted on the back. It has our trademarks. Everything is just being used. So it makes me also I want to make a note that I think there is room for Amazon's brand transparency to protect brands from counterfeits, but I think Amazon has to do a much better job at making sure that the brands that they are protecting from counterfeits are legit brands. This here seller is, I can't even pronounce it, it's not a brand. And they were just selling a counterfeit of our product, and Amazon allowed this product to be certified brand transparent. So thankfully, we knew some people internally high up at Amazon who were able to get this brand transparent product down eventually. But without that going through the normal portals of Amazon, they would have never allowed us to take this down because it has that heightened protection from counterfeits, while ironically being a counterfeit. Now, how did we get those connections at Amazon that are higher up? That's a good question. It was because Amazon had reached out to us. Our sales velocity, our reviews velocity, our small business woman founded story, inventor story, all of it made it very interesting for executives to have a conversation with our brand and our company. So they have since used me and RobeCurls in Amazon's own marketing materials to promote the small business story, which, by the way, it says over here that we are a certified small business. Don't be confused. If you buy from them, that's not a small business. That's not a woman-owned business. That's not a real product. This is us over here. Make sure you buy from RobeCurls LLC. But yes, so they've been using us in their marketing materials, and it just leaves me at a point of real frustration and upset because I feel very much so taken advantage of through the Amazon platform. I know that they have a lot of sellers that they're trying to work with and make things right. But being a US small business, we can't compete if Chinese counterfeits are allowed to list on our product listings, taking advantage of all the goodwill that we've built through reputable products and just damage our reputation. When 1 in 2 purchases in America is made on Amazon, as a small business, Amazon appears to be a path you have to take, especially if you're bootstrapped and trying to bring an idea to life, which was the case in our situation. And it is a blessing in that regard because you can list. If you really do have a good product, you are going to get really great reviews like we have and have really awesome customers. But then as soon as that happens, the way that Amazon's platform is currently structured, it's going to be a massive nightmare. And we are trying our best to get around this, to get through it. We appreciate the help and support that we do get from Amazon, but it is really not enough. And we are, as a former lawyer, I just cannot see how this is legal by any means. Because as a note, if we get this one seller down, another one will just pop up and another one, and you lose complete control over the listing you created. And as another note, if you want to close this listing and say, hey, forget it, RobeCurls, I just don't want to have it on Amazon anymore, Amazon doesn't allow that either. They now own your listing. If you open it up internationally, Amazon will now sell counterfeits under all of your listings and allow that as well. And your brand name is tarnished internationally. It's just really unfortunate that this is the way that Amazon allows business to operate. I can't see how this would be allowed in a normal retail storefront. Imagine if we found a building in an area, signed a lease, pay monthly payments for it, decorated, put all the investment into decorating the inside, put all the investment into buying inventory that we're now going to sell in our storefront, put all the investment money into marketing, that we have this awesome new retail space, that we do all of this, and all of a sudden people are coming to our store, they love it, they're writing great reviews, telling their friends about it, and sales are going up. And then what Amazon does is they go in the back of our store, find counterfeits, come to the front of our store, take our product out, put a counterfeit in, and another counterfeit in, so that any purchase that is made is a counterfeit instead of ours. How is that allowed? And if we take them down, another counterfeit just comes out anyway. How is that allowed? As a small business owner, this protection is not enough. And it's very disappointing to find that this is the way that the world is operating. If you've been in this situation, I'd love to hear what you've done to get through it. If anybody has done Amazon brand transparency, I'd love to hear your results. If you think it's going to be helpful for us, I'm hopeful that it is, even though it's just an added expense and logistics nightmare for our small company. And yeah, I guess just keep up bringing great ideas to life, and hopefully there is a way to actually honor and reward the businesses that are doing good and creating real brands with real missions, and not the Kamunja Mao brand that Amazon is allowing to sell on our front. Thank you.